capacity is a whole other thing from talent. Talent's kind of like the speed at which you're able to be, like fast on the uptake, quick on being able to just, things come easier to you in that arena than it does for somebody who doesn't have the talent. But a lot more comes down to like skill, and comes down to your ability to stay in the game and keep on learning, to care enough about it that you're willing to do what it takes to grow in that thing. It's like I said on a previous show about the top tier operators like SEALs and Delta Force and guys like that. The main thing that qualifies them in their training in a lot of ways is just pure, straight, simple endurance. Will they keep on going? Will they not give up? And it's a lot like that as an entrepreneur. It's a lot like that as a creator. You have to make this decision, and it's the same is true for any other like non-traditional route and the kinds of things that you can't be completely sure what's going to happen. For that matter, even jobs can be pretty uncertain these days. I was listening to Joe Keery, and he was talking about the impact that Stranger Things had on his life, had on his career, because it's been a 10-year thing for him. And it really opened up the doors for like all sorts of other things, obviously, because of what a success it was and what a beloved character he is in that franchise. And so that kind of was bringing to my mind a lot of the, again, processing what makes a person successful. How does a person become successful as an artist? How does a person become successful as a creator? It really struck me how actors have a lot in common with entrepreneurs, that they don't have a very clear, safety net for being able to succeed. Like, they don't know when they go for a movie. They don't know when they go for a direction. If they're trying to get into a certain movie, or they're trying to get into a certain show, when they're doing interviews, when they're doing readings, and they're just going through the whole process to try to get hired, try to get a part of these productions, they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know if they're going to be accepted. They might have to drive all the way to New York when they live in LA or something like that, and stay with a friend and crash on their couch or sleep on their floor for a month as they're trying to get into that job, and it still might not turn out, and they have to do something else. And one thing that really struck me was how Joe Keery, he was not perturbed by those things that happened that didn't turn out. He didn't let it stop him. He didn't let it get to him. Like, it was just a part of the process. Like, you try for something, doesn't work out, okay, you go on to the next thing. You can't let it get you down. You can't let it stop you. You can't just hit this point that it's like, I guess maybe I'm just not cut to be an actor. Maybe I'm just not the right type. It's just I'm not lucky enough or whatever. I don't have the right stuff. You have to have some kind of faith, some kind of confidence that this is something worth doing. It's worth continuing to put yourself into it, continuing to pursue it. And like somebody like Adele, yeah, she's talented. She's got the personality. She's got the appearance. She's got the stuff that you need, but there's probably people more talented than her. There's people that probably have a better mix of qualities than she does. She could have just ended up being like a music teacher or doing something that wasn't even involved with music. Yet here she is, and she's a phenom and has changed the world, and her music is everywhere. And the same can be said of all these bands, same can be said of all these commercially successful artists. And what makes the difference? What's the difference between them and those that maybe have a lot of talent, but they don't get anywhere? Some of it definitely is like luck. Some of it definitely is fortune, is some kind of divine intervention that they get the lucky break, they get the opportunities. Things happen for them at some point. But the other part is, it's pure and simple. It's endurance. It's being able to last through the things that don't work out. It's being able to not give up when things don't seem that hopeful. It's not letting stuff stop you, not letting stuff get you down. That's what they've all had to do. They've all had to push through their own insecurities and fears and other people that were discouraging for them. It was making things hard and making things difficult. The voices of reason, and they can be very caring people. They can be people that they genuinely love you and want what's best for you, but their whole perspective is this is crazy. This isn't gonna work. You know, your odds are so low of this working out for you. It's so important who we surround ourselves with. It's so important that we find sources of inspiration, and the internet has done us a big favor in that you can find, even if you have nobody literally around you who actually will believe in you, actually will, you know, stand with you on wanting something more for your life, wanting to have greatness, wanting to have a life that is really meaningful, a life that really is fulfilling, that moves you toward what you really care about. You know, to them, it's like their values are more about safety. Their values are more about, you know, it's about the safe bet. It's about, you know, that you're going to be financially secure because of this, this, and this. And they want more than anything for you and for others, for themselves. They think the most important thing is just making things work every time. It's all about the outcome. It's all about winning every time. It's not about whether it was really a meaningful thing or not. And that's what we have to realize, is when people are not on that same, when they just don't have the same values, they don't have the same goals as you. Whatever they're saying might be wise and might make sense if you have their values, if what they want for your life is the same as what you want for your life. But if those are two different things, then you've got to realize that you're going to have to balance that out by having people that are supportive, having people that really believe in you, people that ideally are doing something similar, you know, are walking in something, you know, and preferably if you can find mentors, if you can find people that have actually made it work with the thing that you're wanting to do and you're wanting to pursue, those connections, they help you hold on. They teach you, they help you to understand what it really is to be in the industry. They help you to understand, you know, the skills that are required, the stuff you've got to be able to do, and they give you some grounding in reality. But probably more importantly, they give you that spiritual foundation. They give you that feeling, that sense of, it is actually possible for me to do this. I'm not a crazy person just because I'm doing something that's really hard and doesn't always work out for everyone and requires a lot of endurance and a lot of effort and a lot of willingness to take losses and learn from a lot of things. And so it's very important that you have boundaries. That's another tip I give you, is make sure that whoever you are romantically involved with, whoever you are, you know, going to be in a long-term relationship with, make sure they share your vision. Make sure they're on your side. Make sure that they, you know, and not just in a, oh yeah, you can do it kind of way. And like they're going to commit too. They're going to be fully in it too. They're going to be in it with you. They're not just going to, sure, yeah, knock yourself out, go for it. They're going to actually put their own skin in the game too. You need that, you know, without that, if the closest person in your life isn't really supporting you in the thing that, you know, and I say supporting you, really what I mean is partnering with you. If they're not partnering with you, if they're not going all in together with you, if you don't have a vision together, a dream together, if they're not sharing this dream with you, and there is negotiation there is definitely collaboration. They need a piece, they need a part of it too. You need to be all in on their dreams too. That goes both ways. But I'm just saying, you need that person to be fully with you and fully committed and on your side. And that's going to be your greatest strength, your greatest asset of any relationship that you'll have in the world. And it will actually help you build other relationships. It will actually help you, from that magnetism, attract the other people that you need to have. Collaborators, friends, family, you know, sort of adopted, created family. But anyway, this is your opportunity. This is your call. Go after it. Go after it, and don't be shocked when hard knocks come. Don't be shocked when things don't all pan out and there's setbacks and there's scary things that you have to walk into that are outside of your comfort zone and outside of what you're prepared to deal with. Expect that stuff. Expect that that's going to be a part of the journey. It's an adventure. So that's pretty much it here, and thanks for joining us on this walk. Love y'all, and be safe. Take it easy. Have a great new year.